What is up, squad? It's your favorite auntie with Uncle Tennessee's back in the building with Coach Coleman. I got daytime Coleman today. Daytime Coleman. What's up, Coach?
Hey, what's up? What it do? Camera.
What's happening? What's happening, Coach?
Cutting friends.
You said you cutting friends.
Man, man, every time we get closer to conference tournament and March Madness, you start cutting friends. You start losing friends.
Oh man, hey, listen, they don't want to talk to you no more. Your team keep winning, their team keep losing. Emily, we back, Coach.
Emily.
So last night we talked some college hoops. They said, Coach, you wearing LSU colors.
This office colors. It has nothing to do with LSU.
This is Coach Coach is in the office today colors. He got his work clothes on. And he talking to us on lunch. Coach, we appreciate you pulling up. Whatever it takes. Coach, do not mind going. Whatever it takes. Man, Coach don't mind going on location at all. On location, he trying to, and I got to hurry up because he still got to eat his sandwich and finish his soup before he got to get back to his desk, right?
Right.
We got to make sure. Veggie sub and some soup. Chris Jackson, what's up over there on the Instagram? Appreciate y'all pulling up, running likes up, coming in the door. Today, Coach, we gonna talk about, we got a new list out. And I thought, why not take a look at who they were calling the top five players in women's college. I mean, in women's WNBA basketball. Top 5 players. So they got the top 100 out now.
Right.
And they put out the top 100. The top 100. And let's talk about let's go. A'ja Wilson, top 5. You can let that slide. Yeah, let that slide. He at work.
Thank
that song is basketball. Yeah, XB. I don't know who it is. It's a YouTube beat, but yeah, it gets the show started. We got A'ja Wilson. These are the top five players, top 25 rankings, top 5 players in WNBA basketball. I want to know how y'all feel about it. I want to know how you feel about it, Coach. Number 1. A'ja Wilson. Number 2, Caitlin Clark. Number 3, Breanna Stewart. Number 4, Nafisa Collier. And number 5, Arike Ogunbowale.
Well,
A'ja Wilson, Caitlin Clark, Breanna Stewart, Nafisa Collier, Arike Ogunbowale. What you think?
All I'm gonna say is that out of the 5, 4 of them have a lot more accomplished than one. One of these kids
is doing their own thing.
Which one is it? So
which one is it?
I think it starts with the letter C.
It's the CC show.
It's the CC show. But let's. So I'm gonna save the best for last, and that's Mother. So we're gonna talk about the round peg.
Okay, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this before you even get your breakdown. Let me ask you this question. Those 5 players, are you okay with those 5 players? Like, even before you give like your individual, are you surprised that those was the 5 players?
Not at all. I'm surprised at number 2 on the list.
Okay. I was a bit surprised too. I was a bit taken back.
One body of work is more than one season, so I'm confused.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And you're up there with, you're up there with 1,000-point scorers.
You up there with champions.
Chips.
up there. Chips. There's a couple chips up there. I don't think Nafisa has a chip yet. Enrique doesn't have a chip yet, but they got years under their belt. Seasoned veterans, proven winners in the WNBA
Yeah, people
have
that was in
gone.
the hunt for scoring titles.
Oh man, I mean, Nafisa's Defensive Player of the Year. Have played deep into the playoffs, right?
Right.
Okay, so we got that out there. We got that out there. Now, okay, go ahead, give me your breakdown. I just wanted to make sure we was on the
I
same
mean,
play, on the same page.
we'll go with Caitlin Clark. And here's the thing: is if they're going just off of this past season body of work, so for Caitlin Clark, she had 19.2 points per game, 5.7 rebounds, 8.4 assists per game, and 1.3 steals. And of course, they won't look. Of course, in this, they won't add any. In this in this list, they didn't add any turnover ratio because we know she's the highest on the list. Um, so overall, the ability to score off the ball, yes, we'll give her that. But as far as to be on this list in one season, no, I'm not buying it. I got to sell on that one. That's all I have. But as far as her team get to the playoffs, again, I'm on this. If there's no Kelsey Mitchell, there's no Caitlin Clark getting to the playoffs. It's the yin and yang going there in Indiana Fever. And I'll stand on that business. I'll stand on that premise, that thesis statement, whatever. I'll write a book about it. Here you go. You want to listen to it on audio book, YouTube, whatever. I'm gonna stand on that premise right there. If you don't have a Kelsey Mitchell, you do not have Indiana Fever getting in because in the playoffs, because it's not standing alone off of Caitlin Clark's body of work.
Interesting that you say that. Interesting that you say that because I also thought that Kelsey Mitchell was kind of like the key that unlocked that thing, or the secret sauce, whatever you want to call it, X factor, secret sauce, whatever. The reason that they were able to be successful was because of what she was able to bring to the table. Don't get me wrong, CC is a playmaker, right? She's a playmaker, dynamic passer, can be can be a volume scorer, shoots a three ball, but she's number two. She's number two. And we talk about Kelsey Mitchell. We're not getting really into the rest of the list, but Kelsey Mitchell is down at number 23. 23.
I mean, well, here's the thing. The Fever knows she's valuable because she got a core qualifying offer early this in this month of January. So the Fever know what they have, even though it's not getting the public recognition that it deserves. They know what they have in Kelsey Mitchell because she wouldn't have got that. If they didn't know, they're not crazy. They may be crazy in their method, but they're not crazy in what they know that gets the job done. And so she got a. I'm not saying she signed, but they did offer her a core qualifying offer.
Well, I mean, not offer. When you cord, like you're here, and like we trade you, so like you're not going anywhere.
Right.
Like, your cord, it's almost like we franchise tag a player in the NFL, right? So you here, we'll try to make a deal. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, well,
so
I don't know.
Let me throw this out here. They said the formula for getting on the list is this right here. So they get 1 point for every point they scored, 1 point for every assist, 1 point for every rebound, a bonus point for making a 3-pointer, and 2 points for each block and steal.
I mean, well, what that does, that helps your favorite player look better than what they are in this particular list. But then you have consistent production in a Stewie, a Fee, and Enrique, where it's not smoke and mirrors. Because out of the top five, one is going to get shut down often because you know why? Because she's easy to guard right now. Two, she is. If the officials allow the players to guard her.
Okay, and then Emily is reporting Kelsey Mitchell has been re-signed for 1 year for $249,000. So it looks like she is there in Indiana. So they'll have another year at this run. Okay, and then you saying that they give 5 points for popularity to be defined. Got it.
You know what number 2 on the list reminds me of?
Yeah, what you got?
Knowing as iCarly show.
Say that again.
iCarly is a Nick.
I know what you're talking about. It came on before. It came on before or after Henry Danger. Don't play with me
exactly.
about. Don't play with me. Like I don't know iCarly. I was just like, wait, did coach just say iCarly? Hold on. Okay. Yeah, iCarly and Henry Danger. Matter of fact, Henry Danger got a movie out now. Anyway,
I'm looking forward to seeing that. Yeah.
And I was, you know what? It's funny that you said, because I was gonna call my nephew like, all that Henry Danger I had to watch. You 17 now, but we going to the movies, homie.
That's right.
Me and you, we going to see this movie. I digress. Never mind. But yeah, I'm gonna hit him up like all that, bro. Cause it'd be like the game on. He'd be like Henry Danger, and I'd be
Chew
like,
bubble
bro.
gum and fight villains.
I'm like, bro, Steph Curry is on right now, and he like, but Henry Danger. So yeah, we're gonna see the movie. Yeah. But back to this list. I like what you say about the consistency. The consistency of it, of the names around her.
Right.
I feel like they're doing her a disservice in the fact that they're trying to get her into this conversation with these names too quickly. If she's trending there, let her get there naturally.
Well, when you,
let's let it happen.
When there's the ulterior motive, a narrative,
Mm-hmm.
a hidden agenda, then you make this narrative to make something someone hasn't earned yet. So to say, will she acquire these stats? We're not denying that it's not possible, because she does have an offensive skill set, and she's a person that works on her game, and so it's possible. We don't know, and if you stay healthy.
For me, coach, it isn't even acquiring the stats. You acquired them. Okay, you did it 1 year, but can you sustain it like the rest of these names around you? That's my issue.
Let's not go. I gotta plug potential sports TV. Now you're just plugging someone in based off of what it potentially looks like versus what they call it. You're proven. What do they say in business? Your proven track record.
Mm-hmm.
Right,
Absolutely.
and usually the standard. Correct me if I'm wrong. In business, and proven track record is what, 5 to 7 years.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Right. That's just a standard expectation.
It's not 5 to 7 minutes for sure, and that's about how long she's been here. She been about 5 to 7 minutes. They ready to make her a Hall of Famer already, and that's a disservice to her.
Well,
it's a disservice to her.
It's a service to the game too, as well.
That as well, but to her also. I watched Kai Copper. And I'm changing the subject a little bit, but I want to throw this out there. I watched the trophy room. Let me make sure I get the name right, because I called it the Champions Room or something else the other day, and it's called the Trophy Room with Candace Parker.
Right.
And what I like about Candace's show, the Trophy Room, is if you don't have one of her trophies, you can't even talk to her. You don't have to message her to see if you can be on the show. If you don't have one thing that's on her resume, she's not even talking to you on the podcast. So I saw Stewie talk. I saw Kai Copper talk. And it's something about earning something and not having something given to you. Right? So I'm watching Kai Copper talk, and people forget, like, Kai Copper is chipped up.
That's facts.
People forget, like, Kai Copper was a finals MVP on a team with Candace Parker on it. Like, so they sitting in the trophy room, and I think Kai Copper ended up with Candace starts to think, she breaks down, like, what are the things that you have that qualify you to be in the trophy room talking to her. And I want to say Kai had like 4 or 5 of the same awards that Candace had on her resume, right? Finals MVP, NCAA, WNBA champion. I want to say McDonald's All-American. I don't remember. Kai was at Rutgers, so I don't think Kai has a natty. But I want to say it was a couple other things that she had on her resume. But I'm listening to Kai Copper, and she's all of those things, and then she talks about, like, having to be the person that didn't play, that had to stay ready to play, to be a starter, like all of these things that she had to earn. And then the day that she went in and they told her, like, you're going to be an Olympian, and what that meant to her and how hard she worked. Like, Kai is damn near in tears because of the work that she had to put in it. And to me, it just means more. When they didn't already put you up there and they have you thinking that that's where you are, you're not on that. You're not on that level yet. But they got you thinking you're on that level. You ain't even going to appreciate there.
You don't acquire the toughness that it takes in the progression. Like, you
haven't shown us that you have it. I love that. The toughness part. This shit is hard. That's what Agent told us. It's hard. It's hard to do. So I feel like they're doing her a disservice by purposely, like, because now they're deliberately, continually trying to have her in the conversation with Asia Wilson, and she's not she's not even in the Sabrina Ionescu conversation. Yeah,
I mean,
and
and then it
I mean
becomes a
no
little bit,
disrespect,
and
but
then it becomes a form of WNBA propaganda at a point after a while, because it didn't happen, and they're not that, and they have not rise to the occasion, and they don't have a proven track record. So, what are we doing? Are we focusing on basketball? Or are we focusing on your I'm gonna say your HPA, your hidden political agenda?
hmm hmm yeah, I mean that's factor. That's factor. I mean, I hate to say that the politics, and I know political Lil's screaming at me right now. It's politics and everything. I hate to,
It
I
is
hate to see,
political
I
layer.
hate
That's
to
what we
see,
love.
I hate to see the politics, entering the conversation at this point. Um, to me, it puts a lot of pressure on her, to
I
be
mean,
something that she hasn't even proved that she is yet, and so I take issue with her being number 2 on the list.
that's why I'm a very I'm a fine. I don't care if you got. That's why I'm finding it very hard to believe that Indiana Fever will be in um, championship contention, because your focus is not holistic to the team. It's putting up one person. So when you do that, you rarely have a collective success when you just try to focus on one person being a champion on a team versus building an organic experience in your franchise. So I find that hard to believe that they're going to be, unless somebody or something change their ways and their approach over there in Indiana. Yes, Stephanie White is a good coach, but if your focal point is still that one player, it's usually very rare that you find that ultimate success you're looking for, because your motives doesn't have that organic push to it and that authenticity to the whole team, to the whole franchise, to all the players involved that you need for it to be successful.
Yeah, and then I'm also trying to figure out how she got to be 2. She didn't score more. She wasn't averaging more points than Stewie or Nafisa or Enrique, and
It,
Stewie ended up with a championship.
well, this is the formula. Remember, you manipulate the formula.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, the
People
formula.
create the systems to.
The formula. You sound like the DLC now. Okay. All right,
Right,
man.
man. I
What's the
feel like we
formula?
talking Matrix. In this particular list, they provided their own formula to manipulate the narrative. Okay, now you got me sounding like Malcolm X, great great grandson right now. But
I got you. I got you. So let's talk through the other players. I guess Stewie is next on the list. How are
I
you
mean,
feeling about Stewie being on
Stewie
the
is
list
who
and,
she
and
is,
going forward?
coming off a championship. She's 20, 24, 8.5, almost 9 rebounds a game, a 3.5 assists, 1 point, almost 2 steals per game this last season. And so, um, Stewie plays at a good pace. She plays at a professional pace, and now you can say she plays at a championship pace. Because she earned her championship. I always say asterisks, but at the end of the day, you can't take it away. A trophy is a trophy is a trophy that they earned as a team. One thing I like about Stewie is that I see her team oriented. She's a star within a team concept, and that's one thing you got to give. I'm not an REM a fan, but I'll give him credit what his program does. He teaches them how to be stars in their skill set in a team effort. I will give that UConn that under Gramps tutelage and watch. But other than that, I'm not pro Oriema. So, but I have to
Do
give
you
respect when it's due.
do you think Stewie becoming a league owner has changed her approach at all?
Yeah, your perspective is going to change when you expand your role. Definitely, you're
Mm-hmm.
going to see things different. Your perspective, so it's going to be long term, short term goals, business. I mean, now you see her days are probably numbered playing. I mean, you don't know how her body feels from day to day. So, just all those intangibles we don't know about, but definitely it changes your perspective, because you got the whole world on your shoulder. You had the whole world on your shoulder as a contender for
Mm-hmm.
championship. Now you got the world on your shoulder as a champion, defending champion. Now you got the world on your shoulder because you got to make sure people get paid.
Absolutely. But I also think that she has the world on her shoulder, because if there's any slip on who she was this year, this last season to the season coming up,
Oh, they
people are
calling
going to
it
be like, if she didn't, if she doing too much with Unrivaled.
out.
She's not focused on the WNBA business. So I think that there's a different type of pressure.
So they got to get back to the championship, or at least semifinal. They got to be in the playoffs. Period.
Oh, definitely. I feel like, I mean, people aren't talking about it, but I mean, yeah, I mean, they gonna be side eyeing Stewie like, you ain't working as hard over here, boss. You know what I mean? Since you
Look,
started the league, so I feel like
we
it's
tried
even
to
more
work the
pressure.
privilege part with you, but you ain't working with us.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's even more pressure on Stewie this year, this coming up season to get it
Look,
done.
and they gave Fia a pass because she light skinned. She got some
But
mixture in her
yeah, I
family.
mean, she got a certain pass, but not for real. They're gonna be looking at her too, like, hey,
Right,
Minnesota,
right.
we need to be right back where we was at,
Well,
to
it's a
for us
pass
not
with
to be looking at you
stipulations.
side eye too.
Look, it's a pass with stipulations.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. But again, I mean, these are um proven winners in this league. I probably
The
they
four
probably
out of
lost.
five, yes. The 4 out of 5
Yeah, that's
against the
what that's what I was
Queen.
gonna say. These 4 out of 5, they probably lost more basketball games than in their WNBA career than Caitlin's won in her WNBA career, right? Like, I don't know, and I know part of it too is probably like around fantasy and how you pick your players and all of that. But I just, when we look at like how they stack up eye test, um,
I think, and
I don't have her. I don't have her in the top 5. I don't
I
have her
think
in the
the
top
people got
5.
to realize now that the season is going by and you have your quote unquote self proclaimed or league proclaimed star, you got scouting. You know how to scout. It's more scouting to it than last season. I think people, and those who are not basketball students of that, the thing is now you're not a rookie anymore. So now they got scout. Now they know how to scout you even more.
Oh yes,
One
the
from
tape out now.
yeah, one from playing you and learning your tendencies, playing you in person, and two going back and watching film.
Absolutely, yeah. The tape's out. The tape's out. We kind of talked about Nafisa. Was there anything else you want to say about Nafisa? If not, I want to know Enrique.
I was pulling for Asia, but really in all because of how the makeup of her team. In all honesty, I would say she kind of deserved this past season to play every year because the makeup of her team and what it took night in and night. It was not any their games were not pretty. Most of their games were not pretty. It took them to get to that playoff and to that championship, and and she's still playing with a chip on her shoulder now. She getting in shape for next season. To me, that's what I see. I just see a competitor
You
that has
said
no off
you said
switch.
you felt like she deserved the MVP over Asia. Is that what you said?
I'm saying based on the makeup of the team that she worked with and the body of work and what she done and she didn't make any excuses with the foot situation.
Mm-mm. Did you feel like she had less in Minnesota than Asia had?
It was like about same but less. That makes sense.
I mean, not really, because I'm looking at Asia, and it's like Kia Stokes, Megan Gustafson, Alicia Clark, Sydney Colson. I mean, those main names: Jackie, Asia, uh, Kelsey, Chelsea, right? Those
Well,
main names. But then after that, it was like Kia Stokes and Kirsten Bell, and like, these are the names
right,
versus
right.
versus the players that Fee had. But I'm looking at it, and it's like, yeah, Fee had a hell of a year, but I got to push back when you say you thought that she should have been player of the year, because like she averaged like 20.9 points, and that's great. But Asia averaged 26.9. And
Okay.
Asia was the first player that we saw in 40 games score 1,000 points in the
1,000 points.
WNBA. So I don't know where Nafisa was at, uh, as far as that number, but I would have to say that I felt like Asia got what she had coming, as far as like when you look at, if it's especially when it's just about the numbers. to me, Asia's numbers said that she was the most valuable player, the most improved player, and probably the defensive player of the year too. So yeah, I gotta push back on that. Asia averaged 26.9 points, 11.9 rebounds, 2.3 assists, and 1.8 steals, and how many blocks? 2.6 blocks a game. And night in and night out, for the most part, it was Asia out there. Jackie was a shell of herself. Kelsey was dealing with I don't know. Uh, and then and then you had Kelsey, and then you had Chelsea coming back from the injury, and then we talking about Stokes and
Right,
Gustav
right,
not doing much of anything. So yeah, to me, Asia was the player of the year.
Okay. I mean, I think that's great. I think that's great dialogue for today, for sure.
Barry Hayes, I don't know. You come here all the time and ask about my gender. If you can't figure out I'm your favorite auntie with your with Uncle tendencies, ask your mama. But I don't know why you keep coming here with that. We talking sports. Do that or don't be here. It was less than 40 games, like 38,
Okay.
like 38 to get our 1,000. Minnesota role players play better than Vegas role players. Oh, absolutely, I agree. I agree with that. You said you were saving Asia for last, so let's finish talking about Asia.
Oh, we got Enrique.
Oh, Enrique, that's right. I'm sorry, Enrique. And Enrique's, what do you think this season?
Enrique. I mean, it wasn't a successful season for her team, but like this past season, she 22.2 points per game, um, 4.6 rebounds per game, 5.1 assists, and 2 assists per game. So she was consistent in her production. She's always consistent. She's usually I mean, that shows you from her things, and she won a championship on the college level, and she's pursuing. I believe she's pursuing it. If management get out the way, she's pursuing a championship
Right
on the pro
now, I
level.
don't even
So
know if it's just management that got to get out
again,
the
you and
way.
I
Her
go back and
roster
forth
got to
about
get
it.
out the way. Oh, coach, you all caught up fast. Yeah, it looked like you said. I think you said management got to get out the way. The roster has to get out of the way. Like, yeah, I guess you're gonna
What,
add a Paige Beckers to this right here.
so what do you feel it needs to look like? It could look like for it to be a path to success, a path to successful season.
Man, coach. So Satu is out, right?
Satu's going. She's going.
JC Sheldon didn't prove to be the shooting guard that I thought she would be for them. And I don't know if that's just like she needs one more season, if it was coaches. So I guess JC is kind of like on a we'll see this season.
I mean, how long
Uh,
she was out for, a thumb or something? Remember?
no. JC Sheldon. JC Sheldon.
Remember JC
Was,
Sheldon was out. I mean, for like a thumb or a finger
I
broken.
thought Maddie Segrist was out. JC
Oh, it's
Sheldon was
Maddie. Okay.
JC was the freshman guard that they picked at like the fifth spot. That I was like, I
I
don't
didn't
know. Just
understand that. Was it
But
a budget thing?
everybody kept saying they needed a shooting guard, and so I expected JC to be able to be there and be scoring.
Okay.
But she didn't quite turn into the shooting guard that I expected. Jalen Brown I think was out hurt. Satu was out. So maybe it was injuries, but when I'm looking at the roster as constructed right now, and they still have listed, so it's Kalani Brown, Jalen Brown, Natasha Howard, who we know won't be there, Tierra McCowan, Enrique Gumbawale, Satu Sabali, who it doesn't look like is going to be there, JC Sheldon, Maddie Segrist, is it Sevgi Uzun, and then Lou Lopez, and then you just put a Paige Beckers there. I'm concerned. I'm concerned about Dallas. They're gonna be now. They'll be season before last. They were almost in the finals. Enrique upped her assistant defense in 2024. Yeah, she upped her assistant defense, and then the winning got worse. They she got better, but the overall performance of the team got worse.
Right,
Like
right.
they were on their way to the finals to not in the playoffs. So what are we gonna do there? Don't put the cart before the horse. She may be as on favorite, but she has to take it. I got Asia winning MVP again next year. Me too, MJ. Me too. They had to play JC at point. That was another problem too. Okay, JC was ended up running the point. So they need a point guard, and then they're gonna go to a 3-guard set. I don't know. I mean, Enrique will be Enrique, but what they put around there, like,
Well, we'll see
and
what.
who is this new coach gonna be? Like, it's a lot of question marks in Dallas right now for me. New coach, new system,
New coach
need an
that,
overhaul.
that
Need an
has no
overhaul on the.
familiarity with WNBA. It's a college coach.
But he coached with he's been with what's my man who's he's been with Kurt before. He was with Kurt in like Connecticut, and then after when Kurt left Connecticut, I
I
want to say
mean,
he
not
ended up
Smesco. I'm
at.
talking about Claims. Excuse me. You're right. I'm thinking Atlanta. Smesco's Atlanta.
Oh yeah, okay.
Claims.
So yeah, I think we kind of in agreement on Dallas, but then there's Mother Asia. What you got?
That's why I waited, because I was like, you got to take it. The intro. Yeah, we have it no other way. Asia Mother Wilson, 26.9 points per game last season. Almost close to 12 rebounds per game, 2.3 assists, and almost two steals per game. This past season, and of course, she was the league's MVP overall for the overall league. As we had our diplomatic debate. um, Again, yeah, I think she's poised. And then the thing is, the narrative that's trying to be written on the other side, Asia is very aware. So I'm not going to be surprised if she comes faster, harder, stronger. You know, you got to protect your legacy. So I think this is the year of what she's going to. This season is going to be protecting her legacy of her work. So
does protecting her legacy mean we might see Asia average 30?
they moved the goalpost.
Like, coach, like, could we be talking about like 30 and 12 for a season, 30 and 15 on a season?
Well, if she had 26, nothing's impossible. That's what a team needs to do. And I think she can do that if there's some more consistent skill sets. These moves they're supposed to make and these acquisitions of skills of players. So that's what I'm interested to see. So I feel like, yeah, it can increase based on if they have more reliability on a defensive end, if that makes sense.
I don't see one game. If Asia doesn't make a few more shots, she doesn't score. She doesn't score 30 points, right? I don't like literally just looking at her numbers. She was more efficient earlier in the season, but I don't want Asia to have to work that hard. I don't want Asia to have to work that hard. Like, if
sometimes
Asia
it
has
doesn't work
to,
that hard, depending who's around you.
okay,
Sometimes
yeah. Now if it's gonna be an efficient, 30-15, I'm here for it. But I do think she could be unanimous. And the way that I saw her working in the gym while everybody else was at, well, some people are at Unrivaled, some people are overseas, and some people are, wherever they're at. I seen her in the Las Vegas gym working. And the idea of Asia coming back faster, stronger, better, more accurate, more focused, is scary hours. That's scary hours for anybody.
I mean, anytime
Anybody out
somebody
there.
disappointed and serious, I think you just wake up even more of another level in the competitor.
Mm. Okay.
So I'm anxious to see how Asia starts this season. With the approach, if that makes sense, the approach she takes in the season.
And I wonder if not playing Unrivaled was to allow her to focus on the approach and what Dallas is going to look like. I mean, what Vegas is going to look like, because I know they're going to look different, right? So we got, Jewel Lloyd coming in and KP leaving, but what does that mean? One second.
I mean, with KP leaving, I mean, I just hope they feel it where someone that has more effective defense, as we spoke about before. So Jackie O is not doing double overtime on offense and defense, and uh, and when you have guard perimeter play guards that can hold their own, then it will in spots and moments make it easier for Asia to score and not exert much energy, not exert or exasperate yourself on defense when you can put together some possessions where it's a full defensive team effort on defensive possessions and then share the ball on offense. So you say, can we trade Jewel FN? Stevie Johnson said Asia Wilson will probably
Y'all trading Jewel before she played? Hold up, coach. What I
well
missed?
because the question mark is see with Jewel you got to put defense question mark. That's what you got to do with Jewel. I mean, let's be honest.
So is Jewel a better scorer than KP?
She could. I really feel like it's similar, but then she has moments of greatness. You saw
Okay.
those moments where she has a skill of separation between her and KP. You know, somebody got poke you in your eye every time for you to go up. I don't know. We don't want to do that. We don't want to tear your retina. You know what I mean? But
yeah, you risking the eyesight every time to go up.
right.
She's not. I don't. So I see you saying she's a better defender than KP, but I feel like Jewel Lloyd is still going to be a liability. Jackie Yo is still going to be covering for Chelsea and Jewel. So
See, that's to say
I don't see
better
that
defender,
we got better.
but it's not a. It has. It's not the. It hasn't resolved the issue though. It just got
Not
a
at
little
all.
bit better. So
So I definitely think there's some more that we gotta that we have to do before we're ready. But I know we only got a little bit of time. Let's shift gears from WNBA and let's talk unrivaled 1v1 tournament.
man, that is like all the candies you ever liked in your childhood in one basket. That's like any whether it's heart and whether it's chocolate candy, whatever your chocolate. It's like all the anybody know what I'm talking about. You gotta go to that candy store where you can get it by the pound or by the ounces, and you just
That's
walk
the only candy
through.
store. That's the only candy store I know how to go to, Coach.
And they got trail mix in the corner over there, like sneaking in the chocolate covered
I'm
almonds and
in.
all that.
Oh yeah, I'm a C's candy fan. I go right. I know exactly what I want. You know, they got it laid out. You can pick. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so
This is what this is like. It's like a box of chocolates.
box of chocolate. FM said Three Musketeers and caramellos. I
Hey, and
sent
then
Seth a picture of
he
that.
sends me a picture of a caramello after we had all this discussion about the caramello, right?
Yeah, I did. I did. I didn't buy it, but I was stopping for my.
Still in the stores, the caramellos, man. So I had it a little bit wrong. I had it a little wrong, y'all. I thought that the winner gets 250,000. That's not how it works. The winner gets 200,000. The runner up gets 50,000, and then the other people on the winning team get $10,000 apiece.
So, so other people on the winning team on
Mm-hmm.
gets 10,000 apiece.
Yes. And then semifinalists, each semifinalist gets $25,000 for each player that does not advance to the finals.
So just making the semifinals.
Yeah, it gets you 25,000 if you don't advance to the finals.
Finals.
So out of the four, two of them get 25,000. The winner gets 200,000. Runner up 50,000, and then the club mate for the winner, everybody they all get 10,000.
But the only time that the whole team gets something if that individual wins the overall tournament. Is that correct?
Yeah, you got to win it. Yeah, you got to win it all. So have you looked at the players that are in this thing?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
Do you have? Does everybody know who's there?
It's it's an array of candy, and then it's a cluster. You know what I mean?
I mean, listen. Okay, so
I didn't like the word pods. I was like, why they had to
why?
use a jail word? They use jail word pods. I know. I'm being extra.
And you heard jail, and I didn't hear jail. I heard like to me it was like a being on a Google campus.
Okay.
You
So
go to the different pods,
technology
different
word.
IT like pods, that kind of stuff. That's
Okay.
what I thought about. But I guess they do have jail pods too, Coach. I don't know. I'm gonna have to check you out. I'm gonna have to check you out, Coach. You look good. Okay. Now, all seriousness though, real quick, the 30 players in this thing: Brianna Stewart, Nafisa Collier, Chelsea Gray, Arike Gumbawale, Jewel Lloyd, Ryan Howard, Kai Copper, Jackie Young, Derrica Hamby, Kayla McBride, Marina Mabry, Satu Sabali, Alicia Gray, Natasha Cloud, Skylar Diggins Smith, Rakia Jackson, Dejanay Carrington, Brittany Sykes, Shakira Austin, Tiffany Hayes, Azrae Stevens, Courtney Williams, Kate Martin, Aaliyah Edwards, Lexi Hall, Aaliyah Boston, Alyssa Thomas, Ray Burrell, Jordan Canada, Katie Lou Samuelson. Do you have 3 favorites?
I don't. I sure don't. I sure don't. It's like I like them all. It's like back
Really?
box all
You like
that
them
up.
all?
Box
You
all
like them
that
all
up.
in the 1v1? Okay.
No, it'll be interesting to see what Rike does. I want to see because she has some handles, some games. It'd be interesting to see what Court Williams because she has some athleticism that's not used all the time when she's with Minnesota. So Courtney Williams. So I'll be interested to see that, and then I'll be interested. My diamond in the rough. Ray Burrell. Kind of see in that 1v action. Alicia Gray. Um, and I'm glad AB is in there. Aaliyah Boston. Footwork. And here's the thing, man. 1v1 is about defense. This game gonna call you out. It is nobody but you and that person in front of you. You're not in help position. You're not anything. So this 1v1 gonna be who can stay in front of their opponent and take them off and keep them away from good angles, scoring, and don't let them get downhill on them a lot. So so it's a battle of the wills, but it's also some defensive IQ and some smart. So we'll see. We'll see. Anybody else got a favorite? Aisha had likes Ryan, Lish, and Fee. Anybody else got 3 favorites? Put it in the chat right now. We'll wait. Thank you,
Yeah.
Aisha.
Excuse me. Yeah. Let us know your favorites. And then, Coach, I see that amongst the pods, we vote, right? We vote to rank the players in the pods. So I believe I think the voting is open now.
So we're the West Side, East Side.
I'm looking to see. I'm not. Hey, hey. You know what, Coach? You kind of hood. You kind of hood. I don't know. I think you was a gangster in a previous life or something. I don't know.
Man.
So it looks like I think 101 and player of the week voting is starting now.
Okay.
I believe.
When does that
And it,
start?
I think it's starting right now. I'm trying to pull it up. I was trying to show it on my screen, but it ain't loading for me to show it. But we got the first round is going to be February 10th, 2 to 4 p.m. So this thing going to start Monday, February 10th at 2 Eastern.
Wow.
So the first round is going to be from 2 to 4. That's session 1, the first round. Session two of the first round will be from 7 to 9. Tuesday, February 11th. Second round of quarterfinals, 7 to 10 p.m. And then semifinals and finals, Friday, February 14th. So it's going to be interesting. I'm looking to see where we can vote at, but I don't actually see the voting
Wayne, the
link up.
bot is no co-MVPs. It's one champion. You know that, Wayne.
Co-MVPs for what? Okay, so you saying Fee, AO, and AT? Okay.
For that's the top three for
Who?
one v
Yeah.
one.
So give me four. Give me four. Add one more. Who would be the who are your semifinalists for this thing?
So we got Fee, AO, AT. One more FM. One more Aisha. Aisha. Add one more player.
So I think Fee is there. For some reason, I'm feeling like Skylar is there.
You think she's got just defense, enough offensive wits, offensive smarts?
I mean, the way she caught game 2 games in a row, Skylar looked like she on a mission.
FM got SDS.
Oh, really? Okay.
She on a
Okay,
mission.
yeah, you said Skylar too. Okay, Kai.
Yeah.
See, I was looking at Kai too.
Kai. I think Kai got a chance.
I mean, Kai for sure got a chance, but I'm wondering about the defense on like.
See what it is all how the structure of the pods and the systemic
Did you
structure of the
say?
pod.
Did you say the structure of the pot? Man, what did you talking about?
So you 1v1.
I don't know, but I'm not counting out Alicia Gray.
So what I'm saying is all based on your matchups early.
Oh, so but we won't know that until we see the ranking of the pods.
Right. That's why I said it's all based on the structure, how they structured the pods. My auntie.
Yeah, I want to see. Yeah, I want to see the pods, But off top, I'm gonna say
See, they didn't land on 1v1. 1v1
Skylar,
landed on it.
Alicia, Enrique,
Enrique. Why are you doing that? This
and
is
Aaliyah
the
Boston,
most
and Aaliyah Boston.
longest,
Them odds.
warmest span of time of
What
women's
you got?
sports. Anybody feel that way? Till Sunday. Like, it's nothing really good to me until the Sunday. Like, I looked at Saturday schedule and it's like, meh. Anybody. But anybody had, so Enrique, Aguawale. Okay, shit, Bree Wayne, that's a purple person. Yeah, so until Sunday, all the NCAA women games is like, meh. Anybody else have 4 picks for the 1v1? See, 1v1 didn't land on them. They didn't land on 1v1. 1v1 landed on those players. That's a lot. That's a lot of good skill set. I'm anxious to see that.
It should be so much fun. Okay, wait, you not watching no basketball today, Coach?
Who playing today?
I mean, I'm watching. Gracie Merkel playing.
Okay,
I gotta
Merkel
watch Gracie.
Magic. You see, Merkel got the Merkel Magic against the.
Yeah, and they playing against Maryland, so it'll be interesting to see if Sellers is back.
Yeah, if they're gonna
UConn
be
playing DePaul. That should be.
the Blue Demons might be feeling blue after that game.
Yeah, that's not gonna be anything. I don't think too exciting. Michigan, Wisconsin.
Who?
We'll probably watch Michigan, Wisconsin.
Okay, so you got Swords and Sarah.
Yep.
Right?
And then Thursday, tomorrow you got Notre Dame, Virginia Tech, Oregon, Michigan State, NC State, Wake Forest.
It's man. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm not putting a notification in my phone for any of those games.
You're not watching LSU, Oklahoma, Alabama, Kentucky? None of them? Okay. Coach, like, no. He don't care.
I go back rewatch. I'm not catching it live. I'll be honest.
You ain't got to stop. You ain't got to. It ain't no games. You got to stop your day for. I got
you. Yeah. I'm not.
I got you. And then USC, Minnesota.
I'm not saying I'm not gonna watch them. I'm just not watching them live.
Iowa State, Kansas State, Missouri, Texas. Yeah, we'll see. But I'm watching though. I'm watching. LSU game will be good. I think so too. John King got Finals MVP and Asia got League MVP. That's what you got coming up.
I
Yeah,
mean, there's
Grayson
no
playing.
game where I want to contribute to the live viewership. Let's put it like that.
Oh, Bree Wayne, you saying you think they're gonna be co-MVPs of the league, but you don't know in the finals. Okay, all right, that's fair. Coach,
And
what
I
you got
do,
before we get ready to get out of here? I know we got to get ready
man,
to get out of here.
it is a great Wednesday afternoon. Hope everyone has a positive, productive rest of their Wednesday. Without you, there's no us. Be great in your preparation. Become excellent in your performance. Change this world one random kind act at a time. Get in your bag, expand your bag, because you are the best. I mean it. You believe it. I mean it. You believe it.
Wait, can you answer this question real quick? Mondo is asking you, who for you has LSU had their bye week? Yes, I think they had two, didn't they? Coach Coleman, who are the Blue Bloods?
Are you talking about are you talking about your Kentuckys and your and all that? Is that what you
If
referring to,
somebody
Mark?
said to you, yeah, if somebody said to you, what are the Blue Blood programs? Who would you call them?
I don't know. Is that even exist in 2025? Since NIL, I wouldn't even put weight into that in 2025.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
I wouldn't even entertain that because that's based off our old module.
I got you. You say NIL changes that. Okay. So we'll think about that. I got some homework to do, but y'all know what it is. Until next time, y'all stay tuned. Talk soon. We out.